Hari Om, welcome you all to yet another session of Ola Sanskrit Sahitya, and we are reading Urubhangam of Mahakavi Bhasa. So perhaps we will be able to finish the Ekanka today with the grace of God. Let us start with the verse from where we stopped last time. We stopped at Ashwatthama saying that while I was busy offering libations to my father, how could Bhimasena cheat Duryodhana? Ka etat shraddhasyati kutaha? And from there we'll read udyatprāñjalayo rathadvipagatāścāpadvitīyaiḥ karair yasyaikādaśavāhinīnṛpatayastiṣṭhanti vākyonmukhāḥ bhīṣmo rāmaśarāvalīḍhakavacastātaśca तातश्च योद्धा raṇe vyaktaṃ nirjita एष सोऽप्यतिरथ kālena duryodhanaḥ. kālena saha atirathaḥ api duryodhanaḥ vyaktaṃ nirjitaḥ. That is the main sentence. kālena, in the due course of time, vyaktaṃ niṣchayena, nirjitaḥ, vanquished, defeated. Who? Sopi duryodhanaḥ, even that Duryodhana. That Duryodhana means in the earlier three charanas, three padas, his description would be there. What type of Duryodhana? How is he? There is one Visheshana which is added. Atirathaḥ. Atirathaḥ amitān yodhayet yastu sa atirathaḥ uchyate. One who is sitting in a chariot can fight at the same time simultaneously hundreds of other warriors. Amitan, uncountable, unginat. Okay? Amitan yodhayet yaha saha atirathaḥ iti uchyate. So saha api atirathaḥ duryodhanaḥ kālena vyaktaṃ niṣchayena nirjitaḥ jitaḥ parabhutaḥ. How is he? Then the first three padas would describe his activities, his adventure, his bravery. Okay. Udyatprāñjalayo rathadvipagatāścāpadvitīyaiḥ karair yasyaikādaśavāhinīnṛpatayastiṣṭhanti vākyonmukhāḥ. In whose front, facing whom, vākyonmukhāḥ, looking at him, what he is going to speak. vākyonmukhāḥ, उसका शब्द झेलने के लिए. ठीक है. vākyonmukhāḥ nṛpatayaḥ तिष्ठन्ति. The kings stand in front of him, waiting to hear from him. How are these kings? ekādaśavāhinīnṛpatayaḥ. The Nrpatayaḥ, the leaders, the kings leading the division called Vāhini. See, there are so many, what you can say, sets and subsets of an Akshauhini. Vāhini is one of these. Ekādaśavāhinīnṛpatayaḥ yasya vākyonmukhāḥ tiṣṭhanti. How? Śāpadvitīyaiḥ karair. Holding chap in their hand. Okay. How are these kings? Rathadvipagatāścāpadvitīyaiḥ. Those who are mounting either the chariots or the elephants. And udyatprāñjalayo, folding their hands. So just imagine, this is that Duryodhana, the monarch, so to say, in front of whom all these great kings are standing with folded hands, just waiting for him to command and for them to obey his commands. Okay. Udyatprāñjalayo rathadvipagatāścāpadvitīyaiḥ. He just says, you go and fight. They are ready with their bow and arrow. bhīṣmo rāmaśarāvalīḍhakavacastātaśca yoddhā raṇe. And who are the warriors fighting from his side? raṇe, in the battlefield. bhīṣmo and tātaḥ. bhīṣmo, the great Pitamaha. bhīṣmo rāmaśarāvalīḍhakavacastātaśca, whose kavacha is avalīḍha. Ava plus liha is literally to lick. Leha, licking. Leihyam, choshyam, bhaksham, peyam, right? So leihya is that which is licked. Lick here means touch. Okay, sprishtam or bhakshitam or jarjaritam, whose kavacha, bhīṣmo, whose armor has been pierced by Ramaśarāvalīḍhakavacastātaśca. Who is this Rama? Not the Treta Yuga Rama. This is Parashurama, Bhargava Rama. So one who is capable of taking the arrows of Parashurama on his chest. Okay? One whose armor gets pierced by Parashurama's arrows. Such great warrior, Bhīṣmo Pitamaha, and Tataha, and my own father, the Senapati, the teacher of all the Kauravas and Pandavas. So, who were in the command of that Duryodhana, even that Duryodhana in the due course of time has been defeated. Sahapi atirathaha Duryodhanaha kālena nirjita. So nothing can stop the mighty wave of Kala. That is a philosophical truth here. Okay, I think the verse is clear. Tat kvanu khalu gato Gandhari putraha. Yet he has not been able to locate where Duryodhana is lying on the battlefield. Kvanu khalu gato Gandhari putraha parikramya avalokya. Aye, ayam abhihataha gaja turaga nara ratha prakara madhyagataha samara payodhi paragaha kururajaha. Oh, here is this Kuru Raja, the Kuru sovereign king, who is madhyagataha, who is in the midst of Gaja, Turaga, Nara, Ratha, Prakara. Gaja, Turaga, Nara, Ratha, Prakara, Madhyagataha. So on all the sides of Duryodhana, there are, the carcasses and the skeletons of the dead animals, the scattered and broken chariots, as if they have made a prakara, a rampart, a wall around him. In the midst of that, this Kuru Raja is lying, and one who is Samara Payodhi Paragaha. Samara Rana, Payodhi ocean. Okay, so Samara Rana is itself like an ocean, but this Duryodhana has reached the other end of the ocean. Param gacchati iti paragaha. Samara rupi payodhehe param yaha gacchati saha samara payodhi paragaha ayam kururajaha abhihataha. He is shattered. He is on his deathbed. Ya eshaha. And then comes a very good verse in Vasanta Tilaka Vritta. maulīnipātacalakeśamayūkhajālair gātrairgadānipatanakṣataśoṇitārdraiḥ yātyastamastakaśilātalasanniviṣṭaḥ sandhyāvagāḍha iva paṣṭimakālasūryaḥ. Sandhyāvagāḍha iva paṣṭimakālasūryaḥ ayam Kuru Raja bhati. This Kuru Raja is shining like an evening setting sun. Sandhyāvagāḍha, one who is covered by Sandhya, the twilight light, the evening lights. Paṣṭimakālasūryaḥ, the setting sun. Paṣṭimakāla astangamitaha gamyamanaha saha suryaha sandhyāvagāḍha iva bhati astamita śilatalasanniviṣṭaḥ. The Surya who is on the peak of the Astamita, the setting mountain, the Astachala. Astamita, Astachala. So, aṣṭāmastakashilātalasanniviṣṭaḥ. So, on the peak of that Astachala, the setting sun is shining. He who is touched by the reddish tinge and the golden tinge of the twilight colors, like that, this Duryodhana is shining. Now, see, this metaphor is very nice. It is astangam gachan suryaha. So, the period of Surya, the shining, his luster is diminishing now. Similarly, Duryodhana's Duryodhana's valor has diminished and he is going to die any moment. Astangachan, okay? Still he is looking beautiful because of sandhyāvagāḍha. And what adds beauty to Duryodhana, for that, the first two lines. maulīnipātacalakeśamayūkhajālair gātrairgadānipatanakṣataśoṇitārdraiḥ. The reddish tinge is given to the setting sun by the twilight colors, and the reddish tinge is given to Duryodhana by two things. One is maulīnipātacalakeśamayūkhajālair. Mauli is the mukuta. Mauli is mastaka also. And vyat maulau dharyate tat nama kirita mukutova. So maulīnipāta, the mukuta the crest has fallen down. The crest is studded with beautiful gems and rubies, So maulīnipātana, chalakesha, his kesha are like the mayūkhajāla, the kirana jala. Mayūkha is kirana. And the kesha are not, they are not put in place because of the mukuta. Mukuta has fallen down, so the hair are all disheveled. As the kirana are scattered all over, similarly his kesha are scattered all over. So his kesha are compared to the mayukha of the sun. So everything, which goes with the sun is tallied with the Duryodhana. Okay. So his kesha are like the kirana. And because the crest has fallen, the ruby is there, the twilight, the evening time, they are shining, and therefore these keshas have got that reddish golden tinge. Okay, so this is like the rays of the setting sun which have the golden reddish tinge. Another thing is gatrairgadānipatanakṣataśoṇitārdraiḥ. His gatra, his avayavas, his limbs are shonita ardra. They are moist with shonita rakta, blood. Why? Gadānipatanakṣata. Because of kṣata, that is wound. Wound caused by what? Gadānipatana. Very clear. You just decipher every word, right? Gadāyaha nipatanam, gadānipatanam. Tena janitaha kshataha, kshatat jayamanam shonitam, shonitena ardram. Right? So, gada nipatana kshatashoṇitārdraiḥ gatraih. Kīdrushāni gatrāni ārdrani gatrāni. Kasmat shonitena. Shonitam kasmat kshatat jayate. Kshatam kasmat jayate gadānipatanāt jayate. So, because of that also that reddish tinge is there, and therefore he is really looking like a setting sun. Okay, a perfect simile with all its angas, it's like a purnopama. Iva gives you the upama alankara, so this is like a purnopama, where the upameya, the upamana, the vācaka shabda and the sadharmya guna, all four things are present. That is called as purnopama. Sometimes, there is something is missing. The vācaka shabda like iva, yatha, nu, they are missing. Then it could be called luptopama. So this is an example of purnopama. Upasritya bho kururaja kemedam. What is this plight? What is this pitiable condition you have been rendered to? See the answer which Duryodhana mark it. Duryodhana says, Guruputra phalam aparitoshasya. This is the result of my discontentment. Aparitosha. I was never happy with what I got. I always wanted more. That greed, that havyasa. I want this, I want that, I want the entire kingdom. I don't want to share the kingdom with the Pandavas. So that dissatisfaction, and that discontentment, that has brought me to such a pitiable condition. Phalam aparitoshasya. So at the last moment now, Duryodhana is repenting on his behavior of all the adharma which he did towards the Pandavas. This is the time of repentance. It is said that when there are Yamadutas calling even the wicked of the wickedest person would remember, the God, and he would in his mind grieve for what he has done. He can't undo all that, but he can at least repent. Paśṭyattapa. Phalam aparitoshasya. Ashwathama says, Satkara moolam avarjayishyami. Don't worry. I will give you something as a satkara, as upahara. I will gift you something. Satkara moolam avarjayishyami samarpayami. Satkara moolam upaharam. I will give you some gift. Kim bhavan karishyati? What will you do? Nothing is left, to be done anymore. Shruyatam. What I am capable of doing. What I will do and what I am capable of doing. Shruyatam. Again a good verse from in Vasanta Tilaka. Yuddhodyataṃ garuḍapṛṣṭhaniviṣṭadehaṃ aṣṭārdhabhīmabhujamudyataśārṅgacakram kṛṣṇaṃ sapāṇḍutanayaṃ yudhi śastrajālaiḥ saṅkīrṇalekhyamiva citrapaṭaṃ kṣipāmi. This is what he really wants to do. He never, had any good, relation, or he was never in a very good talking terms with the Pandavas. Leave aside Krishna. So now he knows that behind the victory of the Pandavas, there is only one person, that is Krishna. So, jad ko mool se matlab nikal do. So, if you want to defeat Pandavas, you have to get rid of Krishna. That he knows for sure. And therefore he says, yuddhodyataṃ. He says, kṛṣṇaṃ kṣipāmi. Okay, kṛṣṇaṃ kṣipāmi. I will just throw away Krishna. Kṛṣṇaṃ kṣipāmi. Like what? Citrapaṭaṃ saṅkīrṇalekhyamiva. See, you can imagine a very good mural, a very good canvas which is painted. You just crumble it, crush it and throw it. How it will look? It's all destroyed. The beauty of it has gone. So, kṛṣṇaṃ yudhi in the raṇa kṣipāmi, like what? saṅkīrṇalekhyamiva citrapaṭaṃ aham kṣipāmi. Now, saṅkīrṇalekhya citrapaṭaṃ, you can diminish that, you can destroy that by crumbling the canvas, or by, painting black color on whatever good colors the painting has been drawn, right? So, you can malign it by these ways. How will you do that to Krishna? Śastrajālaiḥ. With various weapons. Śastrajālaiḥ, kṛṣṇaṃ yudhi kṣipāmi. With whom? Sapāṇḍutanayaṃ. Along with the son of Pandu. So, though here Pandutanaya is given in a singular, he wants to kill all the Pandavas. Here basically it is Bhīmasena, Pandutanaya, because he has caused this trouble to Duryodhana, okay? Sapāṇḍutanayam kṛṣṇaṃ yudhi śastrajālaiḥ saṅkīrṇalekhyamiva citrapaṭaṃ kṣipāmi. How is this Krishna? The Krishna is yuddhodyataṃ, one who is ready for battle. Yuddhāya udyatahātam. Yuddhodyatam. Garuḍapṛṣṭhaniviṣṭadehaṃ. Who has placed his body on the back of Garuda. That is one who has mounted Garuda, the eagle. Garuḍapṛṣṭhaniviṣṭadehaṃ yuddhodyatam and aṣṭārdhabhīmabhujam. He is having bhīmabhuja, very terrible arms. How many? Aṣṭārdha. Half of 8. 4. Chaturbhuja. Krishna is Chaturbhuja, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, and therefore it comes in the next line, udyatprāñjalayo. One who has raised it, Sharanga, that is his Dhanushya, and Chakra, his Sudarshana disc. So, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, Chaturbhujam, Aṣṭārdha. Very unique way, to say Chatvar Bhujaha, right? So, aṣṭārdhabhīma. And how are these arms? Very terrible arms, because they are wielding weapons and they are capable of destroying all others. So yuddhodyataṃ, one visheshana, garuḍapṛṣṭhaniviṣṭadehaṃ, another visheshana, aṣṭārdhabhīmabhujam, third, udyatashārṅgacakram, fourth, īdrisham kṛṣṇaṃ. sapāṇḍutanayaṃ, yudhi, śastrajālaiḥ, saṅkīrṇalekhyamiva citrapaṭaṃ kṣipāmi. I will throw them, I will kill them, I will scatter their limbs everywhere. That is a boastful vow, VOW, vow he is doing, So that is what Ashwathama is known for. Ashwathama is very haughty, arrogant person. And he believes in his own shaurya more than what he deserves sometimes. Okay? saṅkīrṇalekhyamiva citrapaṭaṃ kṣipāmi. Raja says, Ma bhavanevam. Please don't do that. You should not do this. Why? What is the point now in all this revengeful activity? You see? Gatam dhatryutsange sakalam abhishiktam nripakulam. The entire Nripakula has taken resort to Dhatri Utsanga in the lap of Mother Earth. That means they are dead. Gatam Dhatryutsange Sakalam Abhishiktam Nripakulam. That Yasyaikādaśavāhinīnṛpatayaḥ, all are lying dead here. Gatah Karnaswargam Nipatitatanuṣṣantanusutaḥ. Karna has gone, my dear friend. He is dead, he is no more. Shantanusutaḥ, that is bhīṣmo, Shantanava. He has fallen down and waiting for Uttarayana for his death. He is still on the Sharapanjara, okay? Sharashayya. Nipatitatanuhu. He is not dead, but his body has been fallen. Gatam bhratrūṇāṃ me shatam abhimukham sañyugamukhe. My 100 brothers, they were killed while fighting here, right? So, gatam bhratrūṇāṃ me shatam abhimukham sañyugamukhe. Vayam cha evam bhūtāh. And we, because he is a king. It is not I, not me, aham, okay? Vayam cha evam bhūtāh, rendered to such a wretched, pitiable condition. Gurusutta, O son of my preceptor, dhanur munchatu bhavan. Please leave aside the dhanu. Don't take such vow. Don't kill anybody. What is there left now? Why are you killing? For whom? Who is left now? We are all dead. For whom I wanted all this, nobody is there to enjoy it anymore. So for whom, for whose sake you have taken such a vow? Ma bhavanevam. Vayam chevam bhuta gurusutta dhanur munchatu bhavan. Ashwathama retaliates, says, Bhok kururaja sañyuge panduputrena gadāpāta kachagrahe samamurudvayenādya darpo'pi bhavatorhitaḥ. While Bhimasena struck you hard on your uru, holding your hair by one hand and striking you on your thighs, I feel he has taken away, along with his uru, your uru, he has taken away your self-respect as well. You don't have that blazing, that spirit, which you already normally used to have. You are so disappointed, and that disheartens me. You are not a person who would talk in such, submissive manner. You are always like arrogant and fight back. Never did you succumb to anything. Why have you become so vulnerable? I feel your man has also been taken away by Bhimasena along with your urudvaya. Samam pandu, samam urudvayenādya darpo'pi bhavatorhita. Your darpa, for which you are known. I mean, Duryodhana we can't imagine without his haughtiness, without his arrogance, without his darpa. Duryodhana can't be like very submissive like Yudhishthira. Can you imagine Duryodhana like Yudhishthira? No. But now the things you are talking, I feel your respect has also been gone and your darpa, your pride has been stolen away by Bhimasena along with your urudvaya. Now, king is really in a repentance mood and full of remorse for what adharma he has done throughout his life, and that reminds him what all wrong he has done to the Pandavas so far. So he just counts that. His adharmic things he is counting, ma evam. It is not that I am prideless, I am still proud to be a Kuru Raja, mana sharira rajana. Very pithy sentence, Bhasa would give you such short 2-worded, 3-worded sentences which you can quote anywhere in your essays and other things. Mana sharira rajana. What is a Raja if he doesn't have his pride? Mana sharira rajana. Manarthameva maya nigraho grihitaha. And for mana alone, I had undertaken this war, nigraha, samara, pashya guruputra. Yat krishtakara nigrahanchitakacha dyute tada draupadi. A very good verse in Shardula Vikridita. Yad balopi hatastada ranamukhe putrobhimanyus punaha akshavyajajita vanamrigair yat pandava samshrita nanvalpam mayitaihi kritam vimrushabhoho darpāritam dikshitaihi. The wrongs which I have done to them and what they have done to me, this is very little, alpam. What these Pandavas who are dikshita, who are consecrated for the battle, for the ranayajna. Consecration, diksha is normally for the yajna. Okay. Now all these Pandavas and Kauravas both are dikshita for ranayajna. Dikshitaihi pandavaihi nanu alpam kritam mai. They have paid me back only in little, that is this condition. But what wrong I have done to them? What wrong I have done? Yat krishta kara nigrahanchitakacha dyute tada Draupadi. I got Draupadi pulled by her hair, dragged by her hair in the Dyuta Sabha. Was it good? A noble lady, the wife of my own brothers, like my own sister, right? And she is a noble lady, she is the queen, she is a Rajakanya, and dragging her, pulling her hair in the Sabha, in front of all the people, such a, what you can say, abominable condition she was put into. It was molestation, of her. Yat krishta kara nigrahanchitakacha dyute tada Draupadi. He is repenting for that now. Okay? I shouldn't have done it. That was one adharma I did. Then, yad balopi hatastada ranamukhe putro bhimanyuh punaha. The bala, putra, like my own son, Abhimanyu, was killed by me. 6-7 of us, we all pounced on that young, budding warrior, like a herd of, like a group of lions pouncing a small deer, right? Yad balopi hataha tada ranamukhe putraha. Now he considers him as putra. When he killed him through Jayadratha, he did not have any pity on that bala, right? Putraha abhimanyuh punaha akshavyajajita vanamrigaihi yat pandava samshritaha. Under the pretext of aksha, the dyuta krida, jitaha pandavaha, I defeated the Pandavas and I made them take resort with the wild animals in the forest. Vanamrigaihi samshritaha pandavaha. I made them stay for 13 long years, right, in the forest along with the wild beasts. Those who were capable and those who deserved staying in the palatial buildings in Hastinapura or Indraprastha, they were sent by me to stay in the forest. Bharavi in his Kiratarjuniyam, when we read it, we don't know. He has made a very good description of this when Draupadi retorts, Yudhishthira, saying, you have played dice. What right you had to put on stake me and your brothers? You could have put on stake yourself. You don't have, mastery over our lives and still you did that. You made that great warrior Arjuna who conquered, who did the Digvijaya and collected money for your Rajasuya and defeated all the kings. You are making him break the wood for the firewood? What Bhimasena is rendered to such a mighty warrior and he is kept for cooking here? So you don't have right over your brothers. And she just retaliates and retorts, You should read Bharavi's second sarga for this. Very nice. So, Akshavyajachita vanam vanamrigaihi yat pandava sanshritaha. For all these wrongs which I have done to them, what they repaid me. Nanu alpam mai taihi kritam bhoho darpāritam, to steal away my pride. All that pride and arrogance only prompted me to do all these adharma to them. So what they have done, breaking my thighs and making me die here on the battlefield, is only a little. They should have done much more adharma to me. They should have tortured me much more, for what all tortures and what all agonies, what all sorrow I have given to them, So whatever they have done is just a little. Okay. So he, within his mind, is repenting for all the wrongs he has done towards the Pandavas. Ashwatthama is not in the mood to listen to anybody. He has made up his mind that I will do this. Sarvatha krita pratidnyosmi. I have done my pratidya. Okay, I have taken a vow that I will take the revenge. Bhavata chatmana chaiva veeralokaishapamyaham. I take an oath, आपकी शपथ खा के कहता हूँ. भवता आत्मना, मैं खुद की शपथ खाता हूँ, आपकी शपथ खाता हूँ. And वीरलोकैहि, all those वीरलोक, तैहि शपाम्यहम निशा समरमुत्पाद्य रणे धक्ष्यामि पांडवान्. I will take up the nocturnal fight. This again is a very important saudhnya, paribhashika saudhnya. This is Nisha Samara or Nisharana. This is what is given in the Sauptika Parva in the Mahabharata. Okay. So normally, even though the two parties are fighting, still there is a consensus and there is a treaty, there is an agreement that at the sunset both parties will stop fighting. And they will go back to their tents and resume the battle next day morning only. There was no Nisha Samara allowed. Okay, that was adharma yuddha. But now he says Nisha Samaram Utpadya. So that is done, in a very concealed manner, secretively, so that when people are sleeping, you go in their tents and kill them. That was not allowed in the Dharma Yuddha. But Ashwatthama, he knows that he is alone. And in front there are, though he says, kṛṣṇaṃ sapāṇḍutanayaṃ, raṇe kṣipāmi. It's not possible for a single person to do that. When all of them are equipped, and Krishna himself with chaturbhuja, saṣaṅkha, śarangapani, etc. And therefore, Nisha Samaram Utpadya. I will create this Nisha Samara. I will take help of somebody and then go in their tents and kill them. Kill all the Pandavas and Krishna. Nisha Samaram Utpadya. Etad bhavishyati udaritam guruputrena. Baladeva is standing there in a corner, not yet noticed by anybody. Not even Ashwatthama, and even Dhritarashtra doesn't know. Dhritarashtra, Gandhari and Durjaya, his queens have come, but they haven't seen Baladeva, who is standing in a corner, without uttering a single word. And now he says, this thing will be done. I am sure that Ashwatthama, what he has vowed, he will do it. Ashwatthama says, Halayudho atra bhavan. Oh, Halayudha, Baladeva is here. Halam ayudham yasya. The plowshare is his ayudha. Dhritarashtra just says, he also comes to know then only that Balarama is there, standing in a corner, and therefore says, Hanta sakshimati khalu vanchana. See, the poor father's heart is bleeding, Dhritarashtra says, oh, vanchana, this cheating was done towards Duryodhana, but it was witnessed by his own guru. Sakshimati khalu vanchana. Such a small sentence, Sakshimati khalu vanchana. Normally, when a person deceives anybody else, he takes care that there is no witness. There is no proof. Okay? No evidences. But here, and there is a proof, there is a sakshan, that too of the great guru like Baladeva, the guru of both Bhīma and Duryodhana in Gada Yuddha. Hanta Sakshimati khalu vanchana. So he feels really sorry that in front of such a great warrior and the preceptor, how dare Bhimasena deceive and cheat my son. Okay. So this is really his pathos exhibited, manifested in just 2 words. Ashwathama calls Durjaya itastavat. Pitruvikramadayadye rajye bhujabalarjite vinabhishekam rajatvam viproktaihi vachanaihi mama. And he says, see, when this Ashwathama wants to take revenge, it is like the Senapati Pada of the remaining army of the Kauravas. Now there is no army remaining. There are no people around. Everybody is dead. But there has to be a commander-in-chief, and the commander-in-chief has to obey the commands of the king. Who is the king now? This king is dying. So he needs a king, right? Ashwathama needs a king. And therefore he calls Durjaya, the small young child of Duryodhana, and tells him, Pitruvikramadayadye rajye bhujabalarjite vina abhishekam rajatvam. Tvam raja. You are the king. Hereafter, now after, you are the king. There is no abhisheka but abhishekam vina. Why? I am a Vipra. Viproktaihi vachanaihi mama. By my words, a Brahmana speaking, Brahmana's words are as good as Abhisheka. For that you don't need any Abhisheka of Saptasagar and Saptasindhu. Okay? Vinabhishekam rajatvam viproktaihi vachanaihi mama. Ashwathama has a double character. Ashwathama is Brahmana by birth, but by spirit and by swabhava he is Kshatriya. He is very haughty. He is very arrogant like Duryodhana. Okay. So when it comes to Abhisheka, he says, no, I am a Brahmana. So I can consecrate you. Only my words are sufficient. Okay. Viproktaihi vachanaihi mama. And you are the Raja of Rajye, Tvam Raja. How is this Rajya? Bhuja balarjite. The Rajya which is acquired on the strength of the Bahubala. In fact, it was not Bahubala. It was cheating. Right? But then, see, because of this krodha, krodhat bhavati sammohaha, sammohat smriti vibhramaha, smriti bhramshat buddhinasha. And therefore, he has lost his viveka buddhi. We saw it last time also that because of his anger, because of his excessive wrath, he cannot discriminate. He has lost that discriminative capacity, analyzing capacity. And therefore he says that, oh, Duryodhana acquired the entire kingdom on the strength of his bravery, bhuja balarjite. But second thing is true, pitru vikrama dayadye. It has come as dayadya. Dayadya or dayada is inheritance. Inheritance. That which has come as he has inherited this Rajya from his father. Okay? Duryodhana has inherited this kingdom from his father, that is Dhritarashtra. Now if you go back to the Mahabharata, Dhritarashtra, because he was born blind, Pandu was ruling the kingdom, right? And then Pandu went to the forest along with both of his wives, right? And then Dhritarashtra started ruling it, and therefore Duryodhana has claimed that Rajya as Paitruka Sampatti. So Pitru Vikrama Dayadya. And here Paitruka Sampatti Dhritarashtra, but more than Dhritarashtra, it is Vichitravirya's father. So this goes on the line of the ancestors who have acquired this kingdom. Dhritarashtra didn't do anything because he was blind, right? But it has come as an ancestral property. This Rajya has come down as an ancestral property. So on that Rajya, I appoint you, I consecrate you as Raja from now onwards, from this time onwards. King, in the heart of his hearts, Kritam me hridayanudnyatam. Somewhere he has that softness. Of course he will have, as a father, he will have all that softness for his son, okay? And therefore he would have wished that my son bada hoke aisa kaam karega, vaisa kaam karega, like my son would become the king of this entire Kuru kingdom. He must have dreamt of it sometime. So, Kritam me hridayanudnyatam, my wish of my heart got fulfilled, that I wanted to see Durjaya as the king after me, and now because of Ashwathama's words, he has made him the king. Kritam me hridayanudnyatam. Parityajanti va mai pranaha. But now I feel that my prana, my life breath is leaving me, my mortal coil. Parityajanti iva. Iva utpreksharthe. Here, iva is used as utpreksha. And at the last moment it is said that people have some visions, the last minute visions. So this, whatever Bhasa has described, are the last minute visions of a dying person who is conscious. If a dying person is unconscious, naturally there won't be any visions. He won't be able to say that. I have myself seen some of such, I have experienced this. I may tell you sometime in private. So, ime atra bhavantaha shantanu prabhrutayaha me pitru pitamahaha. He is seeing his ancestors. Pitru pitamahaha. My ancestors, my great ancestors. Who? Shantanu prabhrutayaha. Shantanu and others. So I can see Shantanu and others who have come to take me with them. This is like, joining the latest Pitara to the Pitruloka. In the Shraddha it is done as Sapindikarana. If you know of that, Sapindikarana, there are 3 Pindas, the Pitamaha, the Pita and the recently deceased, and then they are joined. It is like joining this just deceased person with his father, with his forefather. Okay. So, ete atra bhavantaha, ime atra bhavantaha, shantanu prabhrutayaha, me pitru pitamahaha. Etat karanam agrataha kritva samuthitam me bhratrushatam. I can see my hundreds of brothers, bhratrushatam. In front is Karana. He is all set to welcome me in the Swargaloka. Etat karanamagrata kritva samuthitam me bhratrishatam. Ayamapi, here I can see Karana, here I can see Shantanu and others. Ayamapi airavata shiro vishaktaha kakapakshadharaha mahendra karatalamavalambyya kruddhaha abhibhashate mam abhimanyu. Here is Abhimanyu. He is angry with me. And angrily, he is talking to me. Mam abhibhashate. And he is Mahendra Karatalam Avalambya. He is holding the hands of Indra. He has already gone to because he is a Kshatriya. Kshatriyochita Viragatihi Praptatena. Ataha Swargam Gataha Idanim. Ataha Mahendra Karatalam Avalambya. He is holding the hand of Indra, who is seated on Airavata, his white, mighty elephant, Indra's Vahana. So he is seated along with Indra on his mount, that is Airavata. Such a pleasure, such a fortune. And how is he? Kakapakshadharaha, very beautiful adjective I should say. Kakapakshadharaha is, these for men who gain puberty, the hair start coming here. What is they call? Kakapaksha. There is some word for that. Hair like this. So that is called kakapaksha. That means just entering the puberty age. Okay. The girls would develop some physical symbols. Similarly, the boys also develop during the puberty age the kakapaksha. That is this hair. The tuft of the hair on their cheeks they grow. So that signifies how young they are. I remember in Ramayana when Kavi sage Vishwamitra came to Dasharatha's court to ask for Rama and Lakshmana to take them to the forest, for defeating the Rakshasas who were causing disturbance to the sacrifice and all that, yajnas. So that time Rama Lakshmana also kakapaksha dharau. The Visheshana which is used by Valmiki is kakapaksha dhara ubhau. Both Rama and Lakshmana were too young, and therefore Dasharatha was hesitant. No, I won't send my young kids, in the forest like this. And then it was Vasishtha who dissuaded him from doing that, and please send him because this is like a walking, talking university. Walking with Vishwamitra and staying with Vishwamitra is learning a lot. It is extramural studies. Without the Gurukula, you study something, right? So, Kakapakshadhara is a very significant adjective. You can read Ramayana, that part also. Ayam Airavat Shiro Vishaktaha Kakapakshadharaha Mahendra Karatalam Avalambya, because he is too young and therefore Indra himself is holding his hand. Such a fortunate this person, and still he is very angry because I killed him deceitfully. Kruddha Mam Abhibhashate. So, he is seeing Abhimanyu also there. Then when you talk about Svargaloka, Urvashyadayaha Apsarasaha Mam Abhigataha. All the Urvashi, Ramba, Menaka, etc., Tilottama, the Apsarasa. This is what is the description, When you go to Swarga, who has gone to Swarga and come back alive to describe all this? This is all done in the Shastras. In the Kathopanishad, there is a Yama-Nachiketa Samvada. There also Yama tries to dissuade Nachiketa, giving him the temptations of this Rambha, the Devangana and all that, right? So Urvashya, the Apsarasaha, the most beautiful ladies, they will be there to serve me. They are all coming towards me to serve me, okay? Ime Maharanavaha Murtimantaha. These are the oceans which have taken the form, Murtimantaha, in corporeal, personified form. Etaha Ganga Prabhritayaha Mahanadyaha. See, at the last moment, we always talk about the Samudra Snana or Ganga Snana as the most purifying. In the Indian ethos, we give much importance to the Samudra Snana and Ganga Snana. So, Ganga herself has come here to welcome me. All the oceans have come here to welcome me, okay? So, they are voluntarily coming here, coming forward to purify me and absolve me from all my sins. Eta Ganga Prabhritayaha Mahanadyaha Eshaha Sahasrahansa Prayuktaha Mam Netum Veeravahi Vimanaha Kālena Preshitaha. Kāla, the god of death, Kritanta, has sent Vimana for me. Veeravahi Vimana, this is not an ordinary Vimana. This is a Vimana which carries only the brave people. Veera. Veeran Vahati. Veeravahi Vimanaha. And how is it? Sahasrahansa Prayuktaha. It is drawn by thousands of swans. Thousands of swans. Swan itself is, like Hansa, it is the emblem, the symbol of spirituality, the emblem of purity because of its total whiteness. Secondly, Hansa is the anaptixis you do, the Varna Viparyaya, it becomes Soham. Hanso, Soham. So it gives you that oneness with the highest. So seeing Hansa is itself a shakuna, is a good omen. And that too a white, Hamsa is white. Sahasraha Hamsaha. Sahasra Hamsa prayuktaha maham netum veeravahi vimanaha kālena preshitaha. So let me go now, let me ascend. So this is the last breath. Ayam agacchami. Here I come, here I come. And Duryodhana dies. Swargam gataha. So actual death of a warrior, of a hero is shown on the stage first time on the Sanskrit drama, in the Sanskrit drama, on the Sanskrit theatre. Okay? Swargam gataha. Yavanikastaranam. The portion where, at the back of the stage, if Duryodhana is lying, that part Yavanikastaranam, there will be parda. Okay? Yavanika is Javanika. Yavanika is a curtain. There are theories that because this curtain is called Yavanika, people have some theories that, Indian drama owes its origin to the Greek dramas because Yavanas are the Greeks. Okay, but it is not so. It is Y and J, Javanika. It comes, now also we see whenever one scene gets over, the other scene is going on in the front. Okay, at the backstage there is one scene gets over, there is a curtain fall. So Yavanikastaranam. Dhritarashtra says, Yam yesha sajjana dhanani tapovanani putra pranasha bifalam hidigastu rajyam. Dhritarashtra resolves that no more I want to stay in the palace. Digastu rajyam. I don't want the kingdom. I don't want any royal glories and no pomp and no exuberance. I just want to lead a simple life as long as my pranas don't leave my body. I just want to live tapovana nivasa. Yami eshaha. I shall go to tapovana where sajjana dhana, where the good people stay. Only the satsangatihi, So I will have that satsangati. Only the munis and the rishis stay in the tapovana, and therefore I want to go to tapovana and be in their company now. Why? Putra pranasha bifalam digastu rajyam. What is the rajya if there are no sons around me? I have lost all my 100 sons. I am childless now. What do I do? Why do I need all this royal pomp and glory? So let me retire to the tapovana. Yam yesha sajjana dhanani tapovanani. Ashwathama. There are 3 people, Dhritarashtra, Ashwathama and Baladeva, each speaking one line, and that forms the last verse of this Urubhanga. Dhritarashtra says 2 lines, Yam yesha, okay, let me go, let me retire to the forest. Ashwathama says, Yatodyasauptikavadhodyatabaṇapāṇihi. Here I go, Yataha adya, today itself. Sauptika vadha udyatabaṇapāṇihi. Udyataha pāṇihi, bāṇena sahitaha pāṇihi yena. Kasmat kimartham sauptika vadhaya. When people are supta, when they are sleeping, suptanam vadhaya, suptanam pandavanam vadhartham yena udyataha bāṇa pāṇihi, bāṇaha yasya kare, yasya pāṇo saha bāṇa pāṇihi, tādrishāham yātaha. I will also go now. So he makes an exit, Dhritarashtra makes an exit, and there would be only Baladeva who would sing, who would recite the Bharatavakya. Bharatavakya is the last sentence which, like the Nandi, we don't have Nandi in Bhasa's place. We have seen Nandyante tata pravishati sutradhara. There is no benedictory verse called Nandi in Bhasa's dramas, but there is Bharatavakya. In every drama, there is an epilogue. Though there is no Nandi, benedictory verse, there is an epilogue. So Baladeva is the only person who is there. And when, of course, Dhritarashtra says Yami, it is taken, it is understood, Adhyarita, that he exits along with Gandhari, Durjaya and the 2 wives of Duryodhana. Otherwise, people may ask, what happened to that Malavi and Pauravi? What happened to Gandhari and Durjaya? Are they still there? No. When Dhritarashtra goes away, that means because he will be led by somebody. Who will lead him? Durjaya, right? Because Durjaya is the person, the child who brought them on the battlefield. So, he will take them. So, this is all the stage directions. So, Durjaya along with Gandhari and both his mothers takes Dhritarashtra away. Baladeva alone is there on the stage. He will come in the middle of in the front of the stage and say, Gam patu no narapati shamitari pakshaha. Narapatihi naha. May our king Narapatihi. Gam patu. Ga is Prithvi. Ga is cow. Go is Prithvi also. So Gam patu Narapatihi. May the king protect this earth. How is the king? Shamita Ari Pakshaha. Shamitaha Arinam Pakshaha Yena Saha. One who has vanquished all his enemies. May that king. Here the name is not given. Most of the dramas of Bhāsa have Rajasimhaha Mahim Ekatapatram Prashastunaha. Let that king Rajasimha, the name is not given here, but in other dramas the name Rajasimha is given. So here only the Narapatihi is given. Gam patu no Narapatihi Shamitari Pakshaha. So this is the Bharatavakya. Though the drama ends in a tragic note, the epilogue has to be a positive one. Because after every death, there is a new srijana. There is a new creation, right? Because this goes on like, a chakra. Chakravat parivartante dukkhani cha sukhani cha. And therefore the deaths and the lives, they go in a cyclic manner. We don't have the linear pattern in Hindu philosophy. We have the cyclic pattern of our life. Not the linear pattern that it starts here and ends here. It is like a continuous chakra. Okay? And therefore one person has gone, but the show must go on. And therefore Rajasimhaha Prashastunaha Nishkrantas Sarve Urubhangam Nama Natakam Samaptam. So here ends the Urubhanga Nataka. So we read this drama almost for 3.5 months, I think. So many lectures I devoted to this. Next drama I would like to read is Madhyama Vyayoga. Again, Ekanka by Bhāsa. And as I was telling you all that Bhāsa gives, importance to the unsung heroes, to the neglected characters of the epics. Here is one more character in Madhyama Vyayoga, Ghatotkacha. We haven't heard of Ghatotkacha at all in Mahabharata, except that, Hidimba, Bhīmasena married Hidimba. For 1 year they stayed together and Ghatotkacha was born. And then Ghatotkacha was invited only when the battle started. Okay? But here, Bhāsa's pen, the creative writer's pen, it gives very nice good nuances, and good characteristics of this Rakshasaputra. He is such a lovable Rakshasaputra. Though very terrifying at sight, he is very human by nature. So, I think I had asked the camp coordinator to send some Google forms. If have you got the Google forms? So please, if you have got the Google forms, please give your feedback, please give your suggestions, and if there are any queries, please put forward the queries. If I receive a good number of queries, I will discuss the queries next time. Otherwise, next Sunday, we will start with Madhyama Vyayoga. Hari Om till then. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha. See you next Sunday.